Alright everybody, welcome back. We're going to do the weekend roundup. We're going to take a look at where we came from and where we're heading to into this new week of trading starting October 6th. And first up, as always, is going to be the S&P 500. And taking a look at the S&P currently, we're continuing to head higher. Looks like we might run into a little bit of resistance at 750, and then maybe get a little bit of a pullback into the 6,700, and then heading back higher again. So far, S&P is still bullish. Next up is going to be your Bitcoin, and Bitcoin had a nice push up after this sell-off and back into this resistance or support area of 109, 107ish. And it pushed back up. Now it's retesting this previous high of 123, 615, and looking really strong heading into this at the moment. Getting kind of outstretched here. Got a lot of bars, a lot of green bars come in. So be careful with it. You may be looking like we may hit a little bit of a as we push higher. Of course, we're going to run into some resistance somewhere up in here. We don't know exactly where that is, but we know we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars in, so I imagine it should be coming up soon. And the bars are starting to look a little smaller, so we'll see what if that means anything to us as we move further. Next up is going to be oil. And oil did its sell off after putting in this morning star reversal, or evening star reversal, evening star reversal, and did its sell off, putting in this almost looks like a tombstone, but not quite. But anyway, popped back up, so looking for some resistance here at $61 and then some continued sell off in the oil. But we'll see what happens with that. Next up is Ethereum, and Ethereum with Ethereum put in that bullish Sharami that I have called out, and actually put it to use. So I wasn't quite sure because they didn't have any real support other than this line down here, that I had a mild belief that it could be some support. So anyway, it put in this bullish Arami and got paid from it. So if you're ready for that, and if you took it to heart, you can be good in this Ethereum trade right now. Heading higher to retest back up here at 48,800. Is that 48,800? I'm sorry, 4,800 area. Next up is gold, and gold continues to run higher. Looks like there's no stopping in gold at the moment. So be cautious. We're pushing up higher. We got this pause here, and then now we're pushing again. So we'll see how high we go before the next pause. And we had a nice, pretty decent retest here. So, but that doesn't necessarily mean we won't come back and retest again. So we'll see what happens. But currently, gold is looking bullish and moving higher. Next up is natural gas, and natural gas put in this gap here, down here at around $2 or $3 and so. So it may be planning on coming back and closing this gap, or it might be retesting this support area. So we'll see what happens, but currently it looks like it wants to come back and retest this area in here. But we'll see if it wants to come further back and shut it down as we go further into the future. Next up is NASDAQ, and the NASDAQ keeps pushing higher along with everything else. It's a bull's market, I believe, at this point, looking at a lot of these majors Next up is silver, and silver continues to run higher also. Next up is the Dow, and the Dow retested this previous high. It had a lot of tests on it too, and finally pushed through. So I think we're safe to say the Dow is bullish and wanting to continue higher. It may come back and retest this area at 46,742 at some point, and then continue higher. We didn't really get a lot of retests, so if this is in fact our support area, we may get retested at some point down the road. But currently, all markets look like they're bullish. Corn continues to sell off, so we'll keep an eye on corn and see if there's going to ever be a chance to jump into that and play it, or we may just have to stop looking at it at some point, unless you're playing it to the downside, and more power to you. Keep it rolling. That's going to be it on our weekend roundup. Everything looks bullish. I would just whatever you're playing at the moment, just do your dollar cost average, set your stops, mental stops, and set your regular stops once you get into the trade and get a nice little distance. We had called out Archer Aviation, and Archer is looking really good at the moment. I put this bar in here. That's not the actual bar. The actual, let me move this out of the way for you. Activate. Alright. So that bar represents this movement here that we got. Okay. When we jumped in and started this trade. So this is the daily bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of trading. So that whole week is what we pushed up. So this is a weekly bar right here. Alright. We'll take it and put it back where it was. It was about right in here at 17. Alright. And if we go to a smaller time frame, we'll see what that bar looks like on the 2 minute. And as you can see, we're still pushing higher on that bar that we put in for that week. And we look like we're going to open up at around 12.12 and maybe push higher or come back. But looking at that last bar we put in, there's like a lot of strength still coming into this trade. So I suspect we're going to probably push up and retest this $13 area before we get our rest to go higher. But we'll see what happens as we head into the new week of trading with Archer. But right now, looking really good. Definitely got some major buyers coming in, pushing this thing higher. If I move that again, right, well, I'll just do it that way. I guess we can see it. As you can see, this nice big bar came in, and then we put in this bar here. So that's either one big bar or it's 2 bars. I would say that's probably a little bit of a pause right in there also. So anyway, Archer's looking strong heading into the next week, which is this week of trading coming up, and starting on the October 6th. So look for her to come back, shut the window, and then to push higher. Alright. So I would expect maybe a pullback to about 1125, 1092, worst case. And best case, well, I shouldn't say that. I'm expecting to pull back into here somewhere and then another push higher. And then we'll reassess our where we may pull back to. But 50% of this bar, if you look, is probably down here around about 1025. So we'll see how that works out, this weekly bar. But we'll see how that works out. We may just pull back into here around 75 to 50% of this bar here, and then go higher. But currently Archer's looking bullish along with everything else in the market. So really, at this point, in my opinion, you can pick your poison, lay it on the line, and just let it ride, because currently the markets are bullish. All right, that's all I got for you with the weekend roundup. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bar, and as always, be careful out there. These markets are crazy.